Hello everybody, this is your friend Speedrun bringing one more time amazing tutorial for you. Today I'm going to teach you how to set up your Ragnarok Online renewal server. Very up to date, is the 2023 latest version, and let's get into it. You may be interested in set up a pre-renewal, and I have a video especially for the pre-renewal. That's the thumbnail. You can look in the card, I'll link here. And today we are doing renewal. It's a very updated, and we will need a few programs. I have separated the list of everything we need for this tutorial. Everything you see here will be the link in the description. And now we will get started. To download these files, you will need to make sure you have everything here. So the clean crawl, I already have added Chris translation, and you can find the link in the description. You will also need the Ragexe is to run our Ragnarok, and we will use to diff this exe. We will use warp, is made by Neo, and we will also use git, and we will use we will git this rAthena, and we will use the Tortoise to git it, and we need the VS Studio to compile our server, and this version of wampserver. I have tested the new version and did not work, so I'll be linking in the description this version. Now I'll go through the websites. So for Visual Studio, you go into this website right here, go to the description as I mentioned. As well, hit that like and subscribe. Bring this content and tidy up all this easy for you. Takes time, and a simple subscribe or a like or a comment will make me more excited to keep bringing contents here. Okay, so which one I downloaded? I used this 2019, and then I go here in download, make sure you are logged in, and then here we'll have many versions. I have used this second one right here. So if you scroll more to the side, you can see the download button. And yes, that's pretty much what I use. After you download, you will install it. And when you're installing it, make sure you are checking this box here, Azure Development, which says SDK. We need all these. And once we open, pay attention, once we open our server to compile, he will say, we need more applications. We suggest you to download this. You just go ahead and download. It's a complementary file for the SDK for the version that rAthena is at right now. Okay, once you're done install, I have chosen different location because I don't want to install on my C drive. This Visual Studio takes too much space, just telling you right now. Okay, now we are going to the next link, which is the wampserver. I'll be linking that same version I'm using right here. You will need to download the Git in order to use the Tortoise Git. So just download, install by default. Now you go to the Git and you download the system that you're using, 32 bits. I have downloaded 64 bits for my system. And you go to Nemo. In Nemo, you need to download this file right here. I will be showing to you right now. So if I return, first you will be in this page, then you're gonna use Ctrl F to search. You go here 2022, and the version I want is the 0406. This one right here. This is the version I want you to download because I know I can diff, and I have already the profile to diff this and save your time. So you click in this, and then a client can be downloaded from here. Then you click it, and you will click here, and you can see that says and run it. So to generate the file, you need to run, which is this one. This is exactly what you're getting, and then I will show you later on what you need to do. Next, we need to go to the warp, which is the program application to diff our Ragexe. Okay, what you can do. Let's start to set up right now first. So I go File, New, Folder. I can do this folder anywhere I want. I'm doing the desktop just for the example. And let's call Ragnarok Online. Okay. And now we create two folders. I like to create always these two folders. Usually I'll name one, and I'll add so server or client and emulator. Let's do like this, client, and the number 2 I'll call emulator. Okay, and I will create one that calls 3, and this will be warp. Warp is to diff our Ragexe. Okay, so let's first git this warp right here. In this link, you go here and copy, and then you copy this git. Okay, and to make sure it works, you need to install this git and the Tortoise git. Just make your life easier. And then you return here, you right click, and then you can say git clone. He already found here a warp and everything here, and you just hit OK, and should be good. Now it's getting the git and transferring everything here. We will do the same thing with the emulator. Okay, that seems a success, and close. And now we can see our warp is here, and we have a Win32, and this is the application to execute. Okay, going back here. Now we go to our next step. Let me have a look, which is this is the rAthena git. So let's copy this code and copy here. By the way, I have saved this exact same version. If years later you cannot really find this version anymore, or something changed, you can just go ahead and download that. It's just a clean git, but you can just come here and download up to date as you wish. And I'll come here and do the same thing. I go to our emulator, and I go back one step and just say git clone. And here, yes, that's exactly what I want, and just hit OK. And now it's doing the steps. Okay. Next, we have here the translation files. So you can either by Chris, of course, and you can either git or just come here and download. But I have made your life easier, and what I mean by that, I have already added a clean crawl updated to the day of today with only the essential files inside this zip file. And I can show you right here. Client, you can see that only the files that you need to run Ragnarok are inside, already with the open setup and with the hair from the characters tidy up on the correct order inside your data folder, which is bug but it's a simple fix. I just downloaded. I don't remember, I think it was 4144 that fixed that. And you know, you can go here, textures, and make character, and then the hairstyles here already in the correct order. Yes, so we have everything set up. What we want to do is to bring this crow inside our client folder. So let's open this. Okay, open here, and we select everything that's here. Okay, and we just drag and drop inside the client folder. Amazing. Now it's copying and also installing our rAthena. Okay, while it's transferring, let me see what else I can show. I have the Ragexe profile. I will try to already use our warp to while it's installing and transferring, right? So I put down here. I open a new folder. Let's open a new folder. File Explorer. And I have here the quick access. I want to go to this PC or desktop, and right here I have our folder. Just a moment. And Ragnarok Online. Okay. So I have my folder here, Ragnarok Online. And let's first diff here. So tutorial files. And I will copy this profile plus this. Okay. And I go inside warp, and I'll create two folders. I'll name whatever I want, for example Ragexe and profile, just to make our life easier. Profile. Okay, so in profile folder I'll just paste both of these, and I will bring this to our Ragexe. So you remember when I mentioned to you that you download this file and run it? This is what will happen. You double click and you will get this version of the Ragexe. And it's all done. Press any key and we have the Ragexe here. It's a clean one and will not run in game yet. That's why we have the diff. And we can go here to our Win32 and open the warp application. I'll close this one. Okay, seems like transfer is complete. And now we have opened this. So here, down here, we have a style, and I'll change it to dark mode. Now we have to find our exe path. You remember where did we put? In Ragexe folder. I'll copy this path and paste it here. And I can now open, right? And I can select our generated Ragexe file. And we automatically change the name to patch it. You can name here this part to whatever you want. Now we need to load the source, and will bring to us everything that can be modified. Our script is loaded, source exe loaded successfully, extension loads successfully. Okay. Now we could go one by one what's recommended, but I'm simply going now to load. So in the corner here, you click and go down here, load section file. So we go back here and go to our profile and load this one. You can see that it's selecting everything to us right here. And we got a total of 66 selected patches. Now I can go to lab. Yeah, lab is the Lua file, and you can see that it's already select the path to us. So if you want to change what will be in the system and achievement list English, like this is the translation file from Chris. Got it? So I have already selected what is correct for this option here. Okay? If you want to change all these file names and put your server name at the end, make convenient to yourself, you decided. So now you know that everything that ends with lab, it's about this, okay? These files are necessary to run our exe. And you can come here and change one by one. Item info. Let's say I want to call it pouring ro info, and no one can actually go ahead and tweak and change, and it's just protecting your server as well. But I'll just remain as default, the default that I have set up already. Anyway, I'm just trying to guide new people to understand what is the diff going on here. And I have something that I think is really cool. You can customize the chat color, and you can the guild chat, you can open this, the default color. You can come here and change to whatever you like, make your server more special. So this all about you. Okay, you can come here and let me see, zoom, decrease zoom or increase zoom. You see, you want to zoom out more your camera in game, you can do that. Screen, there is a way here. You like to open more than one screen, you can do that. So you should read everything here. If you set up a password for, I'm not sure how they mention here, but the password, when you change your grf, you can set up all through here. Okay, so right now I can simply say apply patch, and it's good. Patch has been, so we have written here patch, and this is the patched file, guys. Also, you can change your server name. I don't remember which one, but show name. You go through all these files here and you find which one is the server name, and you can change to your own server name, of course. Right now I'm just using Speedrun tutorial, and you can change also the icon, like icon, and you can choose here the diff for the icon, and like here we restore the original icon, and you can simply change to your own icon as well. Cool. Now I will use just this one, and then I will put inside the client folder. I have already saved it here to make convenient if you want just test it out your server. You don't want to be too competitive to make a server and put online. You just want to have fun. You have already the exe here, and if you click, you launch normally. I can show you. So I open here and we'll just launch our exe file. And it's launching, and here we go. See? So we have our exe file right here. Now we need to set up our emulator. So I go here to rAthena, and I want to open. Now we have Git already, right? We have the rAthena. Why is it important to Git? I'll give you a very good reason to do that. So for example, you go here in config and you change this char iteminfo, and here's the file, and let's say you delete these two brackets here and just the slashes, right, and you save it, and later you have an error, but you modify this file. So what you can do, you can right click and you can go here, Tortoise Git, and there's an option to restore, revert here, revert, and he will just open and revert for you. It's loading, and then you say OK, and now it's reverted, and you click OK, and now when you open char 18 again, it's fixed. Okay, so it's really good to use Git. There are many benefits to it. Okay, now also, by the way, if you right click on any document inside your emulator and go to Tortoise Git, and there is a settings, you go inside the setting and there's a option icon overlay handles, and if you uncheck off this and then you hit OK or apply, you notice that if I restart my computer, will appear icons here. So I'll do that real quick to show you. Now that I have restarted my computer, you can see if I go inside the emulator folder, there's an icon, and that red icon means I have changed something inside this rAthena, and everything that's green remains untouched, and everything that points as red icon means there are some change inside the folder. So we changed char iteminfo, inter iteminfo, and map iteminfo. I do recommend you to turn this on. I have recorded the whole tutorial without turning it on. I record this piece of video at the very end, but you can go ahead and activate on your side. It's just tremendously helpful to know what you've been touching inside your emulator. Now, enjoy the rest of the content. Now we have this done. Let's start to set up. I'll open char iteminfo, and here I will just remove this slash, this, and this. All good. So there are 3 places you need to change here, and hit save. And now you're going to our inter-Athena. Right here, you change into root Ragnarok, and Ragnarok remains. And here same thing, root. Here's the same thing, root, and map server also. Okay, and mysql also root. And here the ID it's root, but the log db will be log. Okay, and that's it. Save the file. Now I want to also change something here in char Athena. So if I Ctrl F search for pin, there's an option for pin code system, and it's enabled, so when you log in with your character it's gonna ask a password, and I don't want that. So if I don't want that, I should simply say no and save it. As well, we need to change here to map Athena. The slashes, we just need to delete this, and this one. Now we have set up this, and we need to install wampserver. But let's open, we are saving time in the tutorial, and just open this rAthena sln, which is your Visual Studio file. Okay, and also you can, while that's opening, you can open your wampserver. So you go here, wampserver, and say yes. Right now we're simply loading your wampserver. It's gonna launch here a green icon. We wait this turn green. Okay, once it turns green, you go to phpMyAdmin, and you will open your local host, and by default it will be root and no password. So you just, maybe here is saying nothing, but type root and click go, and once you go, we're gonna import the database. So now I'll click in, first we're gonna create a user account. Let's go to user account and add user account, and here I'll call Ragnarok, and also I'll set the password to Ragnarok and Ragnarok. As we have changed it, here you see password and db. So if you want a different password, you can create it, but I'll leave a default to Ragnarok. It's just easier to to showcase here. So Ragnarok and Ragnarok, and also username, yes. So now we need to grant all privileges, and the same here, and check everything. Okay, so you can see Ragnarok, 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 and grant all privileges, and here all checked. When that's done, just click go, and we'll create for you here your Ragnarok here, and close. Now we can go here. Let's give a password to this. So we go here in home, and like this home icon and click change password, and here just type Ragnarok and Ragnarok, okay, and click go. So next time, so when I click out here, now this icon next to the house there, now is root, and instead of blinking password, you just put Ragnarok and click go. So that's what you need to log in your database now. And here we'll create one more database. So I go to database and create a log, log, and create. Perfect. And now in Ragnarok, we will click on import. And right here, we'll choose a file. Okay. And the file I will choose, it's in our emulator folder, rAthena, and here is a SQL files. I copied this path, okay, and now it's looking for the SQL files, and I want to choose our main SQL, and here I'll just hit go. And now we have our main SQL under Ragnarok. Everything loads successfully, and now I go in log, and in log I will do the same thing. I will go import and choose here the file, and the file will be log. Actually logs, but it doesn't matter, right? This is the name that they choose, and choose go, and now we have the log right here. If you want to put in the same folder as Ragnarok, instead of down here being log, you just put Ragnarok. Got it? And we have all set up here. We can go to our, under Ragnarok, we can go to our login, and in login we can create a new one. So we go insert up here, and we need to create a account ID will be automatically made by default, and user ID, I want it to be Speedrun, and note that for this Ragexe or this version of rAthena, they are requesting minimum of 6 characters. So Speedrun and password Speedrun as well. You go ahead and set whatever you want, and email, it doesn't matter, but group ID you set to 99, which is the GM ID. You have the full power in the server. Okay, now you click go, and we have inserted our account here. You click in login now, and you can see that we have our account. Now let's go here to our rAthena, right? To compile it, and we right click in the solution, and there will be option rebuild solution, and you just click rebuild solution right here. Now it will have 15 successful solutions by the end of this compile, and then we can execute our server to log in. We need to wait this complete, and we can go to, let me show you inside data folder here. We have a client info. So if you open this client info with a notepad, for example, you can see that there's the ID already of our GM here. This ID is the same as our ID here. So we will have GM clothes. If you don't want GM clothes, you can simply delete this line of code. Everything, if you are on an online server, you need to change the IP here, and the port depends what you're using. Also, like the English, we use 55. What is okay? So it's compiling. Yeah, server name, server type. Yeah, so for Korean and Asian servers, we'll use a different number here, and that's pretty much it. So I'll just remain with the GM outfit. I'm just talking to you guys while we compile this right. And also go ahead and subscribe, guys. Subscribe. And I have so many tutorials on BrowEdit. You can create maps. BrowEdit 3 is very powerful. It's the latest map editor for Ragnarok Online, made by Borf. If you really love Pre-Renewal, you should check this tutorial. If you want to create custom sprites, this is the tutorial for you. I have here a level up tutorial where I changed the design of the level up. Also, you can go here, IRO room. Here, I have a free map that I made. You guys can come here and download. So this map was used on the previous version of BrowEdit for tutorial purpose, and have here the first tutorial that I made like this, and then second tutorial I improve it, I create these 3D models and edit like this, and here I calculate the light and also made the mini map. You can see that I have nice 2 downloads on the third version. I want to see this blown up, and Taiga's such a cool person. Now yeah, check here, and we're waiting this compile. Here we skip. This is a perfect notice, and now we can go ahead and run our server. So we go here and go back one here to our emulator. Inside rAthena here, we can run server using the file generated. So we need to look for run server here. Now we just double click. You will have a firewall notice, and you need to allow the firewall here, guys. You see, allow access, and will happen a few more times. You need to allow the access on every firewall that pop up here. Okay, I'm not sure if you appear more firewall notice. Yes, one more. Allow the map server here. Alright, once you receive the message 44 gig castles from shard server on your mapserver.bat, you are good, and your server is up right now. So receive 4 claims from shard server as well. So when you have this message, it finished loading, And right here, I'll change on Open Setup the resolution of my screen as well, turn off the sound. So in sound, they are both mute. In graphics, I want to make the screen a little bigger. 1280, 720, and then I hit apply. Once that's applied, you can close the window and then go to your patched Ragexe launch. And this is the most delicious moment of the whole tutorial. You can launch and you can just enjoy your own Ragnarok. I set up my password before in the database for Speedrun, right? So I just put that here and I click open and just click enter. Right here I can create my character and I already fixed the hairs. You can see here before was in the wrong order and this is pretty good. You can choose Durham, you can enable if you want, but just leave as it is. And here I will choose the very classic hairstyle and call what? Of course, the one and only speedrun. So there's a speedrun, great. Now we are on our starting point. So I go to add goal 0 and bring my character here. And we are here on Frontera. I can now add speed 0 and walk faster. And we can see that everything works perfectly. And we have our characters here. We can just simply LV up 100 and also remove the fog by doing /fog. And we can of course we should change job first, job, add job, and then I can see whatever job I want. Let's try a job here. So Reaper, add job, and so Reaper will be 4240. And you can see everything works pretty good. When you diff, you can actually increase this font size. So you can go ahead and do that. It looks pretty small right now. And yeah, LV up 100. Job LV up, and all skills, all stats, we can gen any monster we want, add monster, foreign 100, and let's test the skills here. I don't even know what this class does. I'm a pre-renewal person. Wow, this is so strong, guys. Was this one, right? Which one was it? Yes. Amazing. And that's pretty much it. You now have a renewal server, and I'll bring a lot more contents if you subscribe and if you like this video. I want to hit 5K on YouTube, 5K subs, let's go. And I'll keep bringing all kinds of content. That was the content for today, guys. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll be staying here. I wish you all the best. Peace.